GJ has decided to come and celebrate the awards ceremony in Kumasi. The date they chose was traditionally wrong for me because today is Dapa and the next day is Akwesida. Because of how I hold the GJ in high esteem and so close dear to my heart, I decided to abuse. This politics is because of votes, nothing else. My forefathers mined gold years ago, 400 years ago. All my gold that I were bequeathed to us are still there. They were not Galamsey mining. We never destroyed any water or anything. We never destroyed our forest. Governments are not able to take decisions because people say if you do that, they wouldn't vote for you. Don't let them vote for you, but take a decision and then they'll vote for you.
Sika or Sunday Akofie November we muno. Lemfi say or the nine bro back. You heard me right. I'm Miss Mete name one. The obey Lemfi say November we ekosi na we ye no. So send this kabia above £100, $100, €100. Or the nina betimi a bro back. Nina say obekoso used to Lemfi e dey ascend this kind November we and you stand a chance say ubenya osika nyina back. Umpe we na open the Lemfi is secure and reliable. Sans and I will send this guy within minutes. Not a drew ebusia for enchain. So your first time, so I won't catch it. Just go straight on Google Play Store, iOS, and download the Lemfi. Or download the Lemfi referral code no. Just use Polino, P-O-L-E-E-N-O. And no, now you see a Lemfi. But I will be big a now if you was enter into November, I check the Lemfi at the amount. Lemfi said this is a way all catchers a thank you for using Lemfi.
Alright, so we saw Manhyia Palace, the 29th edition of the Ghana Journalists Awards. You know, Eguswa Eko so anopano Yamamo part 1. After part 2, so as you so part 1 the President of the land, John Mahama, Enya Kwai Ekasai, and the dinner session so no, and Otumfuo Osei Tutu Asantehene and so Ekasai and Otumfuo Kasano Okasa Edefa Galamsey, which is no Otumfuo Neni Abrepa. Osei Galamsey the idea be a edin pass oh my Ghana edin ama Ghana say betu ase neso say ama ni anye din a Galamsey say oh my no Osei aban ba aban ko neso edin say aban no nyina no emomoni edin e wo Galamsey de so ti obi aban bia ba no oka Galamsey ho asem a ene den say oka Galamsey ho asem a ye nto aba emfa ema no enti Otumfuo asem oka nyina say ye ma nani ye nye den na yentu Galamsey ase efri eye oman Ghana mo ntino yenko na yenko hwe Otumfuo asema okan ya ode efa eye Galamsey wo at the same time so no o hye Ghana for so president akase opeso otu katache se anase hawa ye de ha eye ensemtrefo aban se obebo eye ensemtrefo oban yenko ni ekoti Otumfuo se tutu ninsama ode tujwa at the 29th edition of the Ghana Journalists Awards, you know, as young Otumfuo, na yeti and some ono so eretuda. Ese o happen among fashion here, omo babe salai na omako akoko niema kakadi akoma no the dinner session no afi na ashase a kosotia so yakwa kodila no ni agye de anya ne ntama ahwa na asenja ye eti yeso yakodila ni yakwa kodye ye de ahwa na
Thank you very much. Let's all be seated.
Can I hear some shout? Your Majesty, my own father, Otumfuo II, our headline sponsor, Chairman of KGL Group, Mr. Alexander, my regional chair, National Executive and National Council members present, all protocols observed. This or tonight is not a night of plenty talk. We've heard, we've listened, we've watched, we've observed. We are just here to dine, wine, mingle, socialize, interact, and ease the stress. It is more or less like the climate of what we call the 3-day change. And this dinner or reception is by kind courtesy of no other person than Your Majesty, Otumfuo II. He is hosting So tonight I'm just here to welcome you all once again to the part 2 of today's event. And I know that we've waited, we've stayed. Most of us are standing because the program dragged. We didn't close early and we have to come back again for this wonderful. Let's have fun, let's party. Let's connect, let's socialize, and let's dance. Wine and dance. This is what tonight is all about. And I hope that make sure that the memories at Manhyia from the reception at Lancaster Hotel yesterday, that the welcome reception, through the awards, what we call the memorable or the historic 29 GGA Award, which happened a few hours ago, and tonight, gathering to dine and wine and dance, should leave some indelible memories with you. Go back with so much fun memories. Thank you all and be ready to have fun. God bless you.
Let's do it better for our GJ president, who has done a lot of work to see reform of journalists. Let's put our hands together for him one more time. Tonight, the Carpet Band has promised us a night of entertainment. And right about now, they have something for us before we hear His Majesty speak. The Carpet Band.
As your patron, I welcome you to Kumasi. When I had word that the GJ has decided to come and celebrate the awards ceremony in Kumasi, the date they chose was traditionally wrong for me, because today is Tapa and the next day is Akwesida. So I wasn't supposed to be organizing anything at all. Because of how I hold the GJ in high esteem and so close dear to my heart, I decided to abuse. And I have to be honest with you, even this evening, whilst I was waiting for your president to come for me to signal to come, the signals came from my chief that we have to stop because tomorrow is Akwesida, and therefore I should leave it to some of my chiefs to come and do it. But I said to them, I will come. And my reason for telling them this evening was that the honor done me by the GJA for moving all the awards to Kumasi, I have to be here tonight. I thank your president and the national executives plus the Ashanti executives for doing me the honor of honoring for bringing this awards here in Kumasi, and for me to meet so many journalists today, this afternoon, sitting down here, looking at those who were awarded. I could say, and I still want to say that this association has a future. Fantastic people dedicated themselves to the profession of journalism. The women, the best women journalists and the best male journalists. That lady received more than 4 or 5 awards before finally conferring her the award of the best female journalist. And if she's here, I congratulate her. Congratulations. This morning when I took the Daily Graphic, they said they were going to win 5 awards. And the pictures were there. Yeah. So when I went back, I was looking at the pictures to see whether I saw those people coming to receive the awards.
They were here.
I think I saw 4 of them.
Yes.
And Ghana News Agency.
Yeah.
Surprisingly, the old news agency also received awards of
yes, I'm here, one of them.
Ghanaian Times, I had only 1 award. I still believe that they will back up and come up again next year.
Yeah.
This afternoon, we had the privilege of listening to the president talking about how he holds the GJ in high esteem, he being a member himself, and also assuring you that during his time, he will do everything possible to protect you. I know you have issues about harassment of journalists in Ghana, and also press freedom has gone low. He talked about it, and I believe strongly that you have the assurance also that you will be protected. Galamsey, for example, is an issue that is so dear to everybody's heart. We have to be very careful because it's destroying this country. Becoming more of like a mafia situation where if we are not very careful, it's going to engulf all of us. And therefore, we have to take this issue very, very seriously. We joke about it, or we think it's not serious, but it is. And I was asking how many people would vote for a party or a government why we don't want to take a firm decision on these people. I've asked myself. Because it's politics, it's because of votes, nothing else. I can't see why we cannot take up this matter seriously, unless we are all complicit. Other than that, it's also a serious matter. So I was listening to the president, and I feel that more must be done to stop this. Maybe it's not happening where you are, but Manhyia and others in my domain, it's happening there. And I've challenged the chief that if you're there and then your land is being messed up like this with Galamsey, and they tell me we don't have the arms, we cannot fight them because they are so fully armed that we cannot even go anywhere near. And it's not about employment because we can get alternative employment for them. It's about a decisive decision, leadership to be able to take this matter. However, we can. My forefathers mined gold years ago, 400 years ago. All my gold that were bequeathed to us are still there. They were not Galamsey mining. We still have them. We never destroyed any water or anything. We never destroyed our forest. From the inception of my grand-uncle Osei Tutu up to this time. If they were mining gold. But water bodies were not destroyed. There were days that we couldn't even go to farm because we were stopped from doing that. And so how come now, in this modern era? How come now, in this modern era of technology, education and everything? Why are we doing this to ourselves? Governments are not able to take decisions because people say if you do that, they wouldn't vote for you. Don't let them vote for you, but take a decision and then they'll vote. We save the environment, we save the people, we save our health. So I believe that. So we're here. The president gave a firm assurance, and I'll be following that to see how best we can all go take it up and then do it. But it is always been a joy to renew bonds with a noble profession, journalistic profession, particularly when it comes to celebrating the achievements of its standard bearers. Each day of your professional life, you strive not only to keep us informed and on our toes, but you project and celebrate the achievements of all manner of people in all fields of human endeavor. Surely, it is only right that the nation sets aside one moment to celebrate you and your achievements as we are doing today.
Sure.
But for me, the GJ Awards night is more than a celebration moment to honor deserving practitioners. It should be a moment of deep national significance, a moment for reflection and soul searching on the daunting challenges thrown up by the complexities of our age.
Sure.
Since it won itself the accolade of the fourth estate of the realm, the media has not ceased or faltered in its critical role throughout the evolution of society.
Sure.
Whether it is in political environment where a central authority uses the media to promote a political agenda, or in a state of freedom where the media harnesses its freedom to promote development, the media is critical in every society for the sustenance of national cohesion and prosperity.
Sure.
In Ghana, we have always owed a great deal to the media, even if historically we have failed to invest adequately in the growth. The nationalists who dared challenge the colonial order at the turn of the last century had to rely on the pen as the main instrument of struggle and advocacy. From the onset of the post-war struggle for self-government, the evening news was at the forefront of the movement, helping to create conditions that compelled the colonial government to acknowledge and respond to the people's demands.
Sure.
Since independence, the media has played a role at every phase of our political evolution. Indeed, the freedoms we take for granted today are ours because of the sacrifices made by your colleagues at various stages in our history.
Sure.
That is why on an occasion like tonight, it is appropriate that we reflect seriously on what has been and what the future holds for us all.
Sure.
The prize for our Journalist of the Year is in the memory of Professor Paul Daviansa, trenchant journalist and academic whose life's work defines the best that the media has ever experienced in our history. Beyond his extraordinary insight, the late P.A. Viansa tells us that when we honor the best in journalistic practice, we speak of courage, integrity, and fairness.
Sure.
That was the hallmark of that great nation builder, and it is a standard we as professionals in the nation cannot depart.
Sure.
We should continue to applaud the courage with which you pursue the news that is fit to print on air, and we should continue to hail the journalists who is prepared to speak truth to power. But I have no doubt that P.A.V. and some would agree that journalistic courage must be backed by integrity and fidelity to truth, and above all, the profession must retain a moral compass that respects the values of a tradition which enables us to sieve the chaff from the grain.
Sure.
Against this backdrop, we have to concede to a state of unease about the state of the media today. Without a doubt, the media landscape has changed beyond our wildest dreams. The old media has been sustained with the ambit of an honored profession developed intellectually over the centuries. A healthy accumulation of laws and rules have combined to make media the craven of civilization.
Sure.
Suddenly, the onrush of new media has cut all the old certainties out of the window. The fact that this has become a universal problem makes it all the more difficult to fathom. What was initially celebrated by some as the democratization of information has handed mankind with a fireball of uncontrollable velocity,
Sure.
leaving us groping for answers. Social media has left the mainstream media reeling for survival. While mainstream media may continue to sojourn on the developed world, the situation in Ghana may not be pleasant.
Sure.
Sadly, the mainstream media that has been the bulwark of our culture and history is cocooned in intensive care, fighting for its last breath. I believe tonight we need to raise a national call to save the mainstream print media. These papers are now part of our cultural heritage, and we should do everything possible to save them from extinction. This is only a part of the challenge which the new media poses. There are wider issues, more profound in its implications for policymakers and consumers alike. Perhaps we would focus on two pertinent questions tonight. How worried should we be about the potential hijacking of the media profession by professional hustlers and the potential extinction of the profession in time? Second, can the nation afford a media operating without regard to the laws of the state? Let me be clear. The rule of law is the foundation of democracy. We cannot have a vital part of our society which is exempt from the rule of law. Therefore, any form of media, new or old, operating without any form of legal constraint is potentially a direct threat to democracy. It is important for us as a sovereign nation to ensure respect for and compliance with our laws and traditions across the board. And just as we aspire to curb impunity in public life, so we will do well to curb impunity in the media space. There is a great deal we now need to ponder over the impact of the new media, not only on the stability and cohesion of the state today, but crucially on the minds we are nurturing for the future. Our cherished traditional values have been swept away in a slurry of language unfit for humankind, the human mind. Our forefathers knew that just as food shapes the physical man, what we imbibe and communicate defines what shapes our brains. That is why their values place emphasis on language that is less than wholesome. Ironically, this has also emerged as the basic truth of the computer world, exemplified in the famous phrase that defines the merits of the computer. Garbage in, garbage out. It means that when you fill the mind with garbage and filth, the brain can also be shaped in garbage, and the output you can expect is nothing but garbage. I can think of no assured professional that will wish to be contaminated with such a slurry, so it must be in the interest of each one of us that efforts are made to clear the slurry and allow the profession to retain its honor. Let some serious dialogue begin to find a pathway to the preservation of the honor of the profession, worthy of the memory of the titans like P.A.V. and Sam. And I welcome you. I think this is food for thought for us all to be as your patron. I think we need to be discussing these issues so that we can find a way to sustain, to help this profession gain its dignity and respect. Thank you very much for this.
Osei